Some sad news to report. Longtime former LA Guns drummer Steve Riley, who was also in the band W.A.S.P, has passed away at the age of 67. Steve Riley was born on January 22nd, 1956 in Revere, Massachusetts. He proudly became a member of LA Guns when he joined in the mid-80s. While the band experienced numerous lineup changes, Steve Riley was one of the most consistent members of the group. He drummed with LA Guns while the band had considerable success in the late 80s and early 90s. He drummed on some of the band's biggest hits like Ballad of Jane and Sex Action. Later, Steve Riley spun off from LA Guns and he had his own version of the band as well. Riley was known for his energetic drumming style, and he was a considerable contributor to LA Guns' legacy. Steve Riley's family unfortunately has confirmed his passing, revealing that he passed on Tuesday of this week in a statement to Blabbermouth, which reads, "We are devastated to share that Steve Riley has passed away at the age of 67. Steve had been battling a severe case of pneumonia for several weeks, and on Tuesday, October 24th, succumbed to the illness. His wife, Mary Louise, and his son, Cole, were by his side in his final moments." The statement continued, "Steve spent the past 5 decades building up a rich music legacy, touring the world countless times, selling millions of records, sharing the stage with incredible bandmates, and bringing joy to fans across the globe. His style was unmatched, influenced by the greats like Buddy Rich, Ginger Baker, and John Bonham, and his passion for the craft was evident until the very end. But Steve's greatest legacy was his role as a loving husband and caring father. At home, he was more than just a rocker. He was a Boston sports fanatic, a World War II buff, and an avid reader. As much as he loved being on the road, nothing brought him more joy than coming home to his family. Steve is survived by his wife and son, as well as his brothers Michael and Daniel." Reaction to the beloved drummer is pouring in from many of his peers in the music industry. John Corabi had this to share. The former Motley Crue vocalist said, "Just heard about the passing of Steve Riley. Rest in peace, brother. Enjoy the jazz records and weed up there." Phil Lewis, also of LA Guns, has released this statement reacting to his passing. He wrote, "Very shocked to hear about Steve Riley's passing today. He was a good guy and an excellent drummer. We toured the world together many times and countless adventures, both good and bad. Unfortunately, we were never truly friends in 30 years. I never once visited his house, and apart from band stuff, we never hung out or went to dinner together. I think he valued his privacy and kept work and family very much separate. My condolences to his wife of over 40 years, Mary Lewis, and son Cole. Journey on, mate." SiriusXM host Eddie Trunk said, "Just learning Steve Riley passed away. I knew Steve since the 80s. Had him on my radio and TV show many times. Wonderful guy. Always very cool, and even in tough times, rarely had a bad thing to say about anyone. Awful news. More on the radio today." We're sending our heartfelt condolences to the friends and family and fans of Steve Riley, a very well-respected and accomplished drummer, during this very difficult time.